Hey guys, I'm Nisa Homey. Today I'm sharing a quick and easy healthy sandwich recipe which can be made in just under 5 minutes. Ideal as a quick and easy breakfast or as a light dinner. Perfect for bachelors or for busy people. So let's get started with the recipe. Into a bowl, I'm adding in half onion finely chopped, 1 whole tomato finely chopped, half of a green chilli finely chopped. Green chilli you can adjust as per your taste. Finely chopped coriander leaves, pink Himalayan salt as needed, a sprinkle of chaat masala, 1/3 teaspoon Kashmiri chili powder, and with a spoon give it all a good mix. This is a very easy and quick sandwich which takes just under 5 minutes to make. Spread the filling onto a bread slice. Cover it with another slice and lightly press down. I'm heating my cast iron tawa and I'm adding in little bit of desi ghee. I'm using A2 desi ghee. However, if you prefer, you can use wood pressed groundnut oil or any wood pressed oil of your choice. Into it, add in half teaspoon sesame seeds. Place the bread slice over it. And then place something heavy like another skillet on top and allow it to toast on that side. About a minute later, remove the skillet on top, drizzle in a little bit of desi ghee on top of the slice, sprinkle sesame seeds on top, press down the sesame seeds with the spatula and carefully flip it over. Place the skillet on top. Let it toast for another minute. About a minute later, remove the skillet from the top, flip it over and serve the bread toast to a plate. And my quick and easy healthy tomato onion sandwich is ready to serve. So guys, do try this recipe and let me know how it turned out. Today I'm sharing a healthy and filling sandwich recipe ideal to include as a filling meal in your weight loss journey. So let's get started with the recipe. Into my cast iron kadai, I'm adding in 2 teaspoons wood pressed coconut oil. Instead of wood pressed coconut oil, you can use A2 desi ghee. Once the oil is heated, I'm adding in half teaspoon jeera, also known as cumin seeds. Once the jeera splutters, I'm adding in 1 onion finely chopped. Give it a stir. Allow the onions to saute until they become transparent. Once the onions transparent, add in 1 green chilli finely chopped. I'm grating in a small piece of ginger and give it a good stir. Into this, I'm adding in 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, half teaspoon roasted jeera powder, also known as cumin powder, 1/3 teaspoon freshly ground black pepper powder, and give it a good stir. Allow the spices to roast for about a minute so that the raw flavor of the spices are diminished. Next, I'm adding in 1 cup finely chopped palak leaves. Give it a good stir. Cover and allow the palak leaves to get wilted and cooked. About a minute later, open the lid, give it a good stir. Add in pink Himalayan salt as needed, half of a capsicum finely chopped, and give it a good stir. I have already boiled 1 medium-sized potato. The potato has cooled down completely. I am lightly mashing the potatoes into the palak mix. Give it a good mix. Lightly mash the potatoes with the spatula. Boiled and cooled potato is a good source of resistant starch. And lastly, I am adding in 1 teaspoon amchur powder, also known as dry mango powder, and give this a good mix. Turn off the flame and my palak sandwich filling is ready. Now the best thing about this filling is that you can make ahead this filling and store it in an airtight glass container, and it will stay good in the refrigerator for a couple of days. Hence it is an ideal way to meal prep for those busy people. To make the sandwich, I am using 2 bread slices, and I am placing the palak sandwich filling on top of 1 bread slice. I used 3 tablespoons of the palak filling. This filling is enough to make 2 sandwiches. Cover with the other slice and lightly press down. I am heating my cast iron tawa and I am drizzling in about half teaspoon of desi ghee. I am using A2 desi ghee. And with a spoon I am lightly spreading the ghee over the tawa. Place the sandwich on top. Place something heavy like a skillet on top. This will help in even toasting and also will help to seal the filling. Couple of minutes later, remove the skillet on top, drizzle in a little bit of A2 desi ghee and lightly spread all over the bread slice. Healthy fats like wood pressed oils and A2 desi ghee helps in better assimilation of fat soluble vitamins. So try not to skip using a good source of healthy fats in your diet. Carefully flip it over. Place the skillet on top and allow that side to get toasted as well. Once done, remove it from the tawa and serve. I'll slice and show you how the sandwich is, and you can also notice how crispy the sandwich is. And my super healthy palak sandwich is ready to serve. Today I'm sharing a protein rich vegetarian sandwich recipe ideal as a filling meal to include in your weight loss journey. This healthy and nutrient dense veg sandwich can be had as a meal for breakfast or as a meal for dinner in your weight loss diet. So let's get started with the recipe. To make high protein sandwich, first I'm making a green chutney, and for that into my small chutney grinder I'm adding in a small piece of ginger. I'm just roughly slicing the ginger and adding in a handful of shallots for that extra iron and folate. Shallots is also a rich source of antioxidants, hence I prefer to use them in my recipes. However, you can totally omit it if you don't prefer to use them, or you can use 1/4 of an onion instead. 1 green chilli you can increase or decrease as per your taste. 1 cup of fresh coriander leaves. I've also taken the stalks of the coriander leaves. Add the roughly chopped coriander leaves into the chutney grinder. Half teaspoon roasted jeera powder, also known as cumin powder. Half teaspoon amchur powder, also known as dry mango powder. 1/4 teaspoon chaat masala. This is entirely optional. Pink Himalayan salt as needed. Squeeze in half a lemon. Handful of roasted peanuts. This is entirely optional. And now I'm going to blend this really well. And my protein rich green chutney is nicely ground. I've transferred it into a container. Now the best thing about this green chutney is that you can make ahead and store this in an airtight glass container, and it will stay good in the refrigerator for a couple of days. To make the high protein filling for this sandwich, I have taken 3 tablespoons of boiled green gram, also known as green moong dal. So into a plate I am adding in 3 tablespoons of boiled green gram. The green moong dal has been boiled with some salt, so add salt accordingly. 1/4 teaspoon amchur powder, also known as dry mango powder. A fat pinch of freshly ground black pepper powder. Half of a tomato finely chopped. Pink Himalayan salt as needed. And with a fork I am mixing all this really well. I am mashing the boiled moong dal into the tomato. Okay, now the moong dal and the tomato are roughly mashed. Add in 1/4 of an onion finely chopped, 1/4 of a carrot grated, 1/4 or about 2 tablespoons capsicum finely chopped, 2 teaspoons of the green chutney mix which we had already made and kept aside. And with a fork I'm mixing all this really well. And my high protein vegetable sandwich mix is ready. The best thing about this sandwich mix is that you can make ahead this and store it in an airtight glass container, and it will stay good in the refrigerator for a couple of days. So an ideal way to meal prep for your busy mornings. Spread green chutney on the bread slice. Place the filling on top. Spread some green chutney on the other slice as well. Cover. I'm heating my cast iron tawa and I'm adding in about a teaspoon of wood pressed groundnut oil. Instead of wood pressed groundnut oil, you can use A2 desi ghee or any locally sourced wood pressed oils of your choice. With a spatula, lightly spread out the oil. Sprinkle some sesame seeds. Place the sandwich on top. And then place something like a heavy skillet on top. Now this will help to make the sandwich press together and also helps to make the outer portion of the sandwich crispy. Drizzle wood pressed groundnut oil on top. Sprinkle some sesame seeds. Lightly press down the sesame seeds with the spatula and carefully flip it over. Place the heavy skillet on top and allow that side to get toasted. Once done, remove the skillet and serve to a plate. And my super healthy, protein-rich vegetable sandwich is ready to serve. You can enjoy this as a filling breakfast or as a dinner. So guys, do try this recipe and let me know how it turned out. Today I'm sharing a high protein, healthy veg sandwich recipe which you can include in your weight loss meals. You can enjoy this sandwich as a filling breakfast, as an office lunchbox meal, or as a dinner. So let's get started with the recipe. Into my small chutney grinder, I'm adding in 7 to 8 whole black peppercorns. Into it, I'm adding in 1 green chilli. Green chilli you can increase or decrease as per your taste. A handful of shallots. Shallots are a good source of iron, folate and antioxidants. Hence, I like to use them in my recipes. However, if you don't have shallots at hand, you can use 1/4 of an onion instead. A small piece of ginger which I had roughly chopped. I'm adding in some coriander leaves. So this is 1 bunch of coriander leaves along with the stalk. Into this I'm adding in 1/2 teaspoon roasted jeera powder, also known as cumin powder. 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder. Today I'm using Vigon turmeric which has high curcumin content. 1/4 teaspoon amchur powder. I'm squeezing in half of a lemon. Pink Himalayan salt as needed. Into this I'm adding in 1/2 cup boiled chana, also known as chickpeas. And I'm going to blend this really well. Okay, now the ingredients are nicely blended and I'm going to transfer the ground ingredients into another bowl. The best thing about this high protein chutney mix is that you can store it in the refrigerator and it will stay good for a couple of days. For the sandwich, I'm using 2 slices of bread and I'm spreading some filling onto 1 slice. Repeat the same thing with the other slice as well. Spread it evenly on the bread slice. Sprinkle some chopped onions and some chopped tomatoes. Covered with the other slice and lightly press down. Heat a cast iron tawa and add in little bit of desi ghee and lightly spread the ghee. Sprinkle 1/2 teaspoon sesame seeds and place the sandwich on top. Place something like a skillet on top. This will help to press down the sandwich, which will eventually make the sandwich crispy and also help to seal the fillings. About a minute later, remove the skillet on top. Little bit of desi ghee on top of the sandwich slice. Sprinkle some sesame seeds on top. Press down with the spatula and carefully flip the sandwich over. Place a skillet on top and allow that side to get toasted. About a minute later, remove the skillet and serve the sandwich to a plate. I'll just slice and show you how the sandwich looks. See how crispy the sandwich is. So guys, do try this healthy and filling high protein chana sandwich recipe and let me know how it turned out. Thank you for watching and until next time, take care. Bye bye.